Rush Hour Podcast. Lakers World Order. Eric Kwan and Angry Lakers Fan.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That beat is dope. Who we got down there, man? We got Big Baby Sports in the building, man. Look. First person in here, man. You know we got to introduce you the right way. Shout out to Big Baby Sports. Hopefully he gets well and everybody around him.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate.
All right, but as you know, we here, man. This is Rush Hour Podcast, man.
Bang, bang.
Rush Hour Podcast.
We are here, man. Look, EQ said, look, we got to do a show tonight, man. He hit me up, said we got to do a show tonight. I got my notebook is overflowing. You know this is what he told me. His notebook is overflowing. As you can see, man, we about to get into these contract talks, man, with every team, all 30 teams, man. All 30 teams. And what route should they take and what moves they will need to make. I do have a question, EQ. Would these be in alphabetical order, or you just, you just going down the list?
I'm going from the team with the worst record all the way to the two teams in the NBA Finals.
Got you. So, all right, man. I'm going to hand it off to you, man. And, I'm going to bounce off of your notebook. Pause. Whatever notes you got, whatever you going to talk about, I'm going to give my 2 cents on it, my opinion on it. But yeah, go ahead, man. It's on you.
So let's start off with the worst team in the Utah Jazz. What
I need to hear this one.
What should they do with Lauri Markkanen?
Well, me personally, I'm on record for saying that, the Utah Jazz, that's like the damn near the pits of hell when it comes to, bottom of the barrel teams. And it's crazy what they come down to, man. Utah used to be that team, man. They used to be that good organization that was always in the Western Conference contention. Now they just the West Coast version of the Wizards. Like they have they don't have no plan. They don't have a direction. Like they're just lost. Like I mean, what does Markkanen's contract look like? How many years he got left? What did Big Baby put? He put what's that, a cat? I don't know what that is, Big Baby. He put a cat.
He's got $46 million.
46 million a year?
No, 46 million left in 26. 2027. 50 million in 2028 and 54 million in 2029. He's got 4 years left.
Sorry, y'all, I had to mute my mic. I'm getting over a cold right now. First of all, hold on. All right. Sorry about that. First of all, I don't know if anybody was going to take on that contract.
Well, it's going to take a third team. Since this contract has 4 years left on it.
So it seems like every year his contract gets higher.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an ascending contract.
Yeah.
And a lot of teams right now, currently, in my opinion, I believe they are trying to find ways to shed salary or save money. So is it safe to say that he's stuck in Utah?
Mm-hmm.
Unless, I don't know, man. I mean, look, and it's the thing. He is a good player. Like, I really believe you can put marketing on a championship-ready team and he can elevate them. But the thing is, I don't know who's going to take that risk, with that contract. I mean, we already saw it with, and I kind of think they got lucky trading away Rudy Gobert. Because Rudy Gobert, you know how his contract is.
Mm-hmm.
And the way things are with the new CBA, I think that it's going to be like, I don't know, man. I think Utah going to have to pray about it, man.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't think nobody want that on their books unless they know that marketing can get them over the top.
Yeah, it's going to take at least a 13 deal.
Yeah. Yeah. So if they know that marketing can get them over the top, that's the only way I see them doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is this. What team I think it's this room, man. I'm coughing more now. But what team could benefit the most with marketing and who would take that contract? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't want to mention this team, but the Boston Celtics.
The Boston Celtics? The Boston Celtics?
I mean, what they got? Porzingis expiring contract.
Mm-hmm. So you saying the trade will start off with Porzingis?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, he's one of the ones that was on the trade block. I mean, nobody is safe but Jason Tatum over there in Boston. Now, this is where it get interesting because you got Danny Ainge working with the Boston Celtics. I actually think he'd do that trade because in his mind he'd think that Porzingis would be good with Walker Kessler. Why? Because everybody's doing these two big lineups, and I'm sure he thinks with Porzingis and Kessler he can compete with guys like the Thunder or compete with teams like Minnesota. As far as the teams out in the West, I think he'd do it. And I believe, and even though I can't stand the Celtics, I believe Lauri Markkanen deserves to be out of that shithole, and he deserves to be in a winning, atmosphere to where he has a chance to win a championship. Because standing in Utah, man, his talents just get wasted away.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a direction. Like, I don't know, man. So Celtics may be the only option. And I believe if that call was to happen, I think Danny Ainge would do it. I think he would do it. Now, are there contracts identical, or will Boston need to send a little bit more?
Boston needs to send like another contract.
Do you think Boston will ask Danny Ainge to send over like at least a first round pick to take on that contract? So basically, it'd be like marketing in like a first round pick.
I mean, that's a tough one because, like, Boston's trying to get out at the biggest tax haven possible,
Mm-hmm.
and they're trying to shed salary.
Yeah, they are. Shout out to my nephew, man, Landon Walker, man. He was just here not too long ago. We went to go drop him off. Shout out to my nephew, man. But yeah, he shout out to LA Lakers 213. They said Pacers gonna beat the OKC. I'm not impressed with the flopping OKC, shaking my head. OKC, KFC, TAC, ABC, Pacers in 6. Shout out to Lakers 2.213, man. I think Pacers in 6 as well, but you know, we gonna eventually get to the Pacers in this show. We gonna eventually get there. And OKC. So thank you for showing up, man. Hope you enjoyed the show. We barely on our first team, man. We going through all 30 teams and their contract situations. But yeah, with marketing, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Because like I said, that ascending contract, I believe Danny Ainge is gonna probably have to attach 1 or 2 first round picks with it for people to or get a third team. So who will be the third team you think?
I mean, there's probably like maybe Charlotte could be the third team, since they're also in the bottom of the totem pole, like Utah.
So who do you think Charlotte would get rid of?
Probably like Nurkic's expiring contract, and probably Miles Bridges.
And they'll be going to Utah, or they'll be going to Boston.
They're probably going to Utah.
Okay. I mean, and who does Charlotte get back?
Probably
That'd be a crazy trade if that went down.
I know, because it'll be probably like what should I get back? I mean, if Market ends up in Boston, and then Nuggets will probably end up in probably Utah.
I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of picks involved. Like with a 3-team trade, and you got an ascending contract. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of picks involved coming from Danny Ainge's side.
Yeah, probably expiring contracts going to the Utah Jazz and
maybe
Charlotte.
maybe Charlotte to get a lot of those picks, or a couple of those picks, maybe. But here's the thing: do you think those picks would be protected?
Probably.
Yeah, because I don't see the Utah being good anytime soon. No matter who they trade for.
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, it seems like it's gonna have to be a lot of, sitting down, talking to these GMs and planning and, going back to the drawing board, especially when it comes to marketing. Great player, but the contract is ascending and not too many teams want to take on all that money right now. But yeah, man, that's my opinion on that, man. That's my opinion on that. He the only one from Utah that you got to talk about?
Well, there's Colin Sexton and John Clarkson is aspiring.
Jordan Clarkson. See, one thing about Jordan Clarkson, man, it seemed like every year his value just went down. Like, it seemed like you could just give Utah a second round pick and you got Jordan Clarkson. Like, his value is, because he don't really add nothing to the team. If you look at it, he's not going to add nothing to a title contender. Like, he can't play for a title contender.
Not as a bench piece.
Yeah. He's like I don't know, man. I don't know how to describe Jordan Clarkson.
He was okay in his first few years.
Yeah, with us, when he was with us, he was trying to get his value up. He was around Kobe at the time. So I think he was around Byron Scott too, I want to say. So he was around, greatness. But since he got traded from the Lakers, it's been like, I don't know what's. Yeah, he hasn't been the same, man. I don't know. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I can see Jordan Clarkson like on the Wizards or something like that, like a team that's not competing. Like, no team that's competing is going to be looking for Jordan Clarkson. Like, none. Like, what can he offer?
Just bench scoring at this point.
Salute Kareem, the Dodgers, Lakers, and Steelers fan. Hey, man, hey. One second, EQ. How do you feel? Let me know how you feel about Aaron Rodgers, bro. From Steelers fan to Steelers fan, man. How you feel about Aaron Rodgers, man? How you feel about that pickup? But yeah, EQ. Jordan Clarkson is probably just going to have to retire or just accept what he can accept, because he's not going to win a championship at this point, because no contending team is going to want him. Like, they might as well get a player that's going to, do more than he does, because all he does is score. Like, he doesn't provide anything else. And if he's not hitting shots, he's worthless. So I don't know, man. That could be tricky. Like, he may end up playing himself out the league. May have to retire early, EQ. I don't know how old he is. He's like close to 30, or is 30. I have no idea how old Jordan Clarkson is, but he's damn near about to play his way out the league. If Utah don't want you, you better hope somebody like the Washington Wizards.
He's 33.
Yeah, see, and he's getting older. He's getting up there, and he's on the wrong side of 30. So, yeah, man. And how many years is left on his contract?
He's got an expiring contract.
So it expires this summer or next summer?
2026.
Okay, so that would be the only way somebody would trade for him, is if they're trying to shed salary. So if they got somebody on a multi-year deal right now that they're trying to get rid of, Jordan Clarkson's salary will look sexy, because they want to shed the salary. So Yeah, he got value now. I mean, he does have some value now because he's an expiring contract. So there's teams out there that will probably trade for him, but won't play him as much. Salute Laker girl. What's up? What's up? Hitting us up from Facebook. Kareem said, "Oh gosh, don't know, bro. I like Aaron Rodgers, but at this point in his career, I don't know if I want him starting because of an injury concerns. No fault of his own. The league is getting younger." I agree, man. I just didn't like the fact we was waiting around for somebody that's 41 years old. If he was like 31, maybe, but 41, no. And I love Aaron Rodgers. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. I love Aaron Rodgers. I didn't like the fact that he beat us for a Super Bowl, but I love Aaron Rodgers. I just hope he can come over to the Steelers and at least mentor Will Howard. That'd be great. What's up, Lakers all day dope? But yeah, man, EQ. Now that you say that, it might be some teams out there trading for him just to shed some salary. I wouldn't do it. As the Lakers, I wouldn't do it. It's not that important. It's not that much of an emergency to bring Jordan Clarkson back just to shed salary. You know, we don't need no shot chuckers, and we don't need no other people here that can't play defense. Lakers all day said, who are we talking about? We going over all the 30 teams, man. Right now we're still on Utah. We're talking about their contracts and what we believe should happen or what's going to happen with each team. But yeah, man, y'all might see me mute my mic or get off a video because I'm still kind of getting over my cold, and I don't want to hear y'all. I don't want y'all to hear me coughing and sneezing and shit like that. So it might be times where you'll see me mute my mic or cut off my video. Just know I'm just coughing or sneezing. That's about it. Yeah, man, that's all I got to say about Jordan Clarkson, man. Somebody's going to trade for him. It won't be a title contender, but somebody that want to shed salary.
Or you mean Colin Sexton?
Colin Sexton. How much years he got left?
Expires in 2026.
Oh, same as Clarkson. Okay. Now, how much is he making this coming year?
19.2 million.
19.2?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I know his name was thrown in there before, so.
Yeah, I remember Lakers all day. Who was it? I think it was Lakers all day dope that said they want Collins. Yeah, man. Wow. The person that thought they was going to take Kyrie Irving's place in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this, man. I think Colin Sexton will probably have a better chance than Jordan Clarkson.
Mm-hmm. What did you say? You said they should call Utah and get Colin Sexton and Walker Kessler.
You said a lot of stuff, Lakers all day. That was. You said a lot, man. Like, you the biggest troll. I don't know who the biggest troll is, man. You or Cuba, but Cuba's funny with his. You like, you make us, want to get you some help when you troll. Mm-hmm. You said a lot, man. I don't know what made you think of Colin Sexton, but I'm pretty sure you're the only Lakers fan in the world that thought about Colin Sexton that day. Because I ain't gonna lie, I have heard Colin Sexton's name being brought up over the past few years by other Lakers fans, but I don't know if I would bring him in maybe as a, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I really don't want anybody Utah got except for Kessler. So as a Lakers fan, I wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that's wrong with Utah. They're not a destination for talent to want to sign there. And the contracts they do got, it's going to be hard to trade.
Mm-hmm.
So they like stuck. And even with the draft picks they got, if they draft a person, they ain't gonna have no room for them on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
If they can't trade nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they just stuck.
And they've been trying to call up teams that they want 2 lottery picks in this draft. And they only got 1 lottery pick in this draft right now. So
Yeah, man. Look. This is what I think, man. I believe that Danny Ainge was just trying very, very hard to be like Sam Presti.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it backfired badly. I mean, I don't know, man. He shot himself in the foot, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, you were stacking up draft pieces, but you also got players on your team that you can't trade away. OKC does. OKC got everybody on OKC's roster can get traded and teams that want them.
Mm-hmm.
And OKC got the draft picks to replace them within the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Utah has nobody besides Kessler that anybody wants. Kessler's the only person that anybody would want. Markkanen is a great player, but his contract is not it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another place where they shoot themselves in the foot, EQ, is that when they get these stars or somebody that they think is a star, they overpay them to keep them there because they know they're not a destination.
Mm-hmm.
They overpay guys like Rudy Gobert. They overpay guys like what's his name? What we just talking about? Marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only star they had was Donovan Mitchell. And they got rid of him.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what they doing over there, to tell you the truth. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what their identity is. So I'm actually tired of talking about Utah. You know, fuck Utah, EQ.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go to Washington.
Oh Lord! All right, what's the contract we talking about?
Marcus Smart.
That's a guy who I want over here. Point blank. Period. Former defensive player of the year. He can play the backup point or start alongside Luka Dončić to bring that defense. I love it. I want him over here. What's his contract looking like?
Expires in 2026.
And what's he getting paid?
$21.6 million.
Okay. Hold on for a second. Okay, this is what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to trade Austin Reaves, right?
We've been trying. Depends on what.
And I'm sure Washington would not want Rui Hachimura back.
No. Yeah.
Okay, this is what I would try to attempt. Okay. I do want Marcus Smart. I really, really do. I really, really do. But I would try to come up with a trade package to try to get that pick out of them. What you say they got the 6th pick? Yeah, and they about to start paying people, man, because Chris Middleton, I don't want to speak too far ahead. I know you're probably about to get into him. See, Marcus Smart is expiring. And so is Austin Reaves after this year.
Mm-hmm.
So basically expiring for expiring. But I think Washington can I think Washington could, make use of Austin Reaves more than they could with Marcus Smart. Because I don't think they want Jordan Poole anymore.
No.
Yeah. So I think if Austin Reaves go over there, he gonna be a star. He gonna be a star. They might eventually give him a no trade clause. But will I trade Austin Reaves for Marcus Smart? Now keep in mind it is an expiring for an expiring. So you're really not losing out on anything. Because just as much as Marcus Smart can walk away, Austin Reaves could walk away too. Because he's already talking about he won $30 million a year. You do have Marcus Smart, who's a former defensive player of the year. We need perimeter defense. He's a decent catch and shoot 3-point shooter. And he's not a bad ball handler. I want Marcus Smart over here, EQ. I'm trying to figure it out, man. I don't think we're gonna get Dyson Daniels, Samurai. That'd be a prayer and a dream. But then again, this is Rob Pelinka. You never know. Rob Pelinka be pulling off some mafia type stuff. I think if we can get Luka, we can get anybody. So I ain't gonna hope. I'm gonna retract my statement. Fuck it. If we can get Dyson Daniels, I know we could. But Marcus Smart is a good one. He's somebody that he will be better than that rumor about Chris Paul. He'd be a better option than Chris Paul. I'll tell you that. Yeah. And I'm sure we'll get to him when we reach the Spurs. But yeah, man. Marcus Smart, I'm gonna say it like this. Expiring contract, a great defensive point guard. I don't think his market to be big like that. Like I don't think a lot of people will be trying to trade for a Marcus Smart.
Yep.
So that'll probably give us a good chance of snagging him. Because even though he is an expiring contract, I don't think nobody want to try to come up with a trade package for $21 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
If they want Rui back, I'll put Rui and maybe the 55th pick out there for Marcus Smart. Or Rui, the 55th pick, and maybe Shake Milton for the 6th pick.
I think Washington's basically
I don't know, man. It's tougher talking about these bottom of the mill teams, man.
Yep.
Like Utah is, they're just stuck. Like there's no helping them.
And then Washington is stuck too.
Washington is definitely stuck because nobody's going to trade for Jordan Poole.
Or what they're gonna do with Chris Middleton if he opts in his player option of $34 million.
He's definitely going to opt in because he's not going to make that money nowhere else.
Yeah, $34 million.
He's definitely going to opt in. Now he may ask to get traded, but he's definitely going to opt in first.
Oh no, anybody's gonna trade for $34 million. Like
no, they're not. They're not. Because I believe that if he doesn't opt in, the highest somebody will offer him is probably about 20 mil.
Or mid-level.
Yeah, because he's not really a shooter. Like he's a mid-range scorer. He has decent defense. He's a mid-range scorer, but he's not healthy all the time.
No.
So he's going to be opting in because he knows all of that. His agent knows all of that. So they're going to be like, well, okay, we're going to opt in because nobody's going to give us $34 million. So I believe that Washington is going to be stuck with Chris Middleton for at least the next upcoming season. And what happens after that? I don't know. Maybe he retires. Maybe he tries to go back to Milwaukee as a free agent. I don't know. But yeah, man, Washington, I don't know. I can't really speak too much about them either, man. They worse than Utah.
Mm-hmm. Well, the next team I have is the New Orleans Pelicans.
The New Orleans Pelicans. Jeez. They came out and said that they were going to move forward with Zion Williamson. Now, do you think it's because they didn't get the right offers for him, so they act like they want him, or they really want to try to make this work?
I don't think they got the right offers for him.
Yeah, because what's really hurting Zion Williamson is his off the court shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, because there's teams out there that will still take Zion Williamson because he's Zion Williamson, they can deal with the injuries. But when you're dealing with off the court shit like that, it's going to be a problem. It's going to bring negativity to the team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got a baby mama out there that's full of drama and trying to bring you down. That's going to take effect on your team. And nobody wants to deal with that. Like, nobody wants to deal with that. So I believe you're right, EQ. I believe that they tried to trade Zion. They wasn't getting the right offers that they wanted, so they decided to roll with the punches. But my thing is, as a general manager, you know what he's going through off the court. You just got to cut your losses, get what you can get. At least you won't have that baggage on your team no more. I don't care if all you getting back is 5 second-round picks. You got 5 second-round picks. You ain't got to deal with his baggage. You constantly telling this dude to lose weight, or you constantly hoping that he can play a full season. I think his career high is 44 games? Like, this dude is never healthy. He's out here getting women pregnant and getting sued and allegedly putting his hands on people. You should get what you can get. Like, when you're dealing with a player that's dealing with that, beggars can't be choosers. You're the one that's, you're the one that's in limbo right now. He's making y'all look bad. If I was the GM, if I was Joe Dumars, he would have been gone. Like, for the first offer I got, he would have been gone. I don't care if that offer was Jordan Poole and 6 second-round picks. I would have took it. Buy Zion. By Zion. You could have built around DeJounte Murray, Herb Jones. You could have built around all of them. You don't need Zion. You don't need his outside shenanigans. So by them doing that, it's gonna be all bad in New Orleans. Like nobody gonna want to come over there and play with Zion, knowing what they know. I mean, as you can see, eventually, OKC got rid of their problem in Josh Giddey. You got to cut your losses, man. You got to. I mean, but they did get Alex Caruso in return, so that was a pretty big upgrade. You got to get that negativity off your team. It don't matter how good you think they are, how big of a star you think they are. You got to get that negativity off your team. Like Zion should have been going for a bag of chips at this point. Yeah, you gave me some ruffles, but I ain't got to deal with your nonsense.
They also have CJ McCollum, who's expiring at $31.7 million in 2026.
CJ McCollum, man, it's another one.
Mm-hmm.
CJ McCollum is another one, man. This dude right here, I'm telling you, he is not adding anything of value to a team. Like he's just a scorer. And if he's not scoring, if he's not making buckets, what is he doing? Like, I don't know, man. I don't like these one-trick pony teams. Like, I don't.
Or
like
a Kelly Olynyk.
You say Khalil where?
No, Kelly Olynyk.
Oh yeah, Kelly Olynyk. Yeah. He's over there because you brought it up to me last night that he was over there.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Olynyk still got some value. I mean, he can rebound, he can stretch the floor. What is he like 6'11", 6'10", or something like that?
He's a stretch big.
Yeah. I mean, he still has some value. He's a scrappy big. I mean, he's somebody I would love to have on the Lakers, like as a backup center, if possible.
13.4 million expiring.
Yeah, I would take a chance on that. I would trade Rui over there for that if they take him. Because you got your if you get Kelly Olynyk, you got your backup center right there. And if your starting center was to go out, Kelly Olynyk is good enough to carry the load, pause, until the starter comes back.
They'll probably have to send another contract for Rui.
Right.
Because Rui makes more than Olynyk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say just add like a second round pick in there. Because I don't want to bring back more people than I'm sending out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'll just do that straight up player for player and just throw a second round pick in there. I'm happy. If you can give me Kelly Olynyk and a second round pick and I give you Rui, that's a decent trade. And you said the contract is expiring. So if it don't work out, you can get value for him at the trade deadline, or that money will be off your books next summer.
Mm-hmm.
And you could still, have more wiggle room to make the bigger moves for the free agent that's coming next summer to help out Luka Dončić.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do that. You solve your center problem, at least for the second team, the bench mob. And he's an expiring contract, so he would be off your books. I mean, Rui Hachimura really can't play in position anyway over here as long as LeBron is here, so you might as well trade him away where he can play.
Mm-hmm.
If you go over there with Zion, I mean, Zion can move to center. I mean, he plays big, so he can move to center at times.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. I think Kelly Olynyk still got some value. I think quite a bit of teams will look for him.
Well, the next team is well, this next team, they just completely fell to the bottom this year.
Who?
The Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh man. Yeah. What pick they got this draft?
They got pick number 3.
They always getting a high pick, man, no matter what their roster looks like.
Mm-hmm.
They always getting a high pick. They got Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, and Joel Embiid, and they still got number 3 pick.
And they got McCain.
And yeah. They definitely, if they keep their pick, they definitely gonna get a center, knowing that Joel Embiid is about to be out the NBA.
Or even Paul George.
Yeah. Shout out to
Dwight Smith
in the building.
I mean, I don't know. Like, Philadelphia is stuck too because they got 2 aging contracts that has like 3 years left on it. They got Tyrese Maxey. And they got the number 3 pick in their hands that they try to move it because they believe they can compete. I mean,
I'm gonna just stay off camera because I keep coughing. I personally think that Embiid is about to be out the NBA soon because it was already rumors he had to be out when he had to do that surgery or whatever the case may be.
mm-hmm.
It was reports out that 76ers were trying to get like a some kind of retirement thing for him, like a pay, whatever the fuck. I forgot what the fuck it was called.
Medical retirement.
There you go. They were trying to get that for him. So he's on his way out. Like, I'm telling you, man, they keep that 3rd pick, they get in the center.
And Paul George.
And Paul George, well, he's definitely not expiring. I know that.
No, he's got 3 years left on it.
And Paul George value just plummeted. Like,
well, same with Embiid.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna want to trade for Paul George. Like, and how much is Paul George making this coming season?
51.7.
Yeah, nobody trading for that.
Yeah.
And his contract goes up too, right?
Yeah, 51.7 to 54.1 to a player option of 56.6.
And you know he's gonna accept that.
Yeah, because he's not getting 56.6 somewhere else. So,
see, this is my thing about Philadelphia, man. They always want to tell their fans to trust the process, but they overpay these motherfuckers, man. They overpay these players.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can't have nobody. You can't tell your fans to trust the process.
Yeah.
When all your money is going to like three players and you can't even round out the roster.
Yeah, Embiid, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Okay.
If I was them, I'd say it like this, man. If I was them,
they have to tear it down.
I would try to get on the phone. And I know it's a long shot, but then again, it might not be. You never know. I might get on the phone and I would try to see if I can get a package of Paul George and that third pick together and see if Milwaukee want that for Giannis.
Or Phoenix for KD.
Or Phoenix for KD. But I don't know if KD would want to go with it. I don't even think that's one of his choices. Because he's going to be over there stuck in the rut because it's going to be him and Maxey. I'm going to say it like this, man. If Giannis wants to get traded, and if I was Philly, I would try to package Paul George in that third pick and see if they'd take it.
Giannis and Philly would be very, I don't know.
I mean, you would have a tandem of him, Maxey, and what's his name, McCain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good start. Build around that. That'd be a good start. And Maxey is more available than what's his name? Nah, not Embiid.
Paul George.
Damian Lillard. He's more available than Damian Lillard, so he ain't got to worry about Tyrese Maxey missing games that much. You know, I think Philly fans will welcome him with open arms. And let's just say Embiid does make a miraculous comeback. You got Giannis, Embiid, and Maxey. Could be a problem. And Embiid is the type of center that we all know is not going to clog the paint because he can shoot from the outside and the mid-range. So that'll give Giannis open lanes. I would do that. Like if you got a top 5 pick in this year's draft, I would try to get on the phone with Milwaukee. We all know Dallas ain't gonna do that, but if you're anywhere from 2nd to 5th, I would do that. I would call Milwaukee. I would definitely call Milwaukee. But Giannis gonna be a free agent next summer, right? Or is it 2027? Lewis, what up? Dwight said he ain't going nowhere.
He has a player option in 2028.
Okay. So whoever can trade for Giannis will have him for the next 3 years.
3 years for 186.
Yeah.
That's I mean,
if I was San Antonio, I'd definitely get on the phone with them. I'd rather have Giannis than KD.
I don't know about San Antonio.
You know how good the defense would be in that front court?
Yeah,
With Giannis and Wemby?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You basically put yourself in a second. You pretty much put yourself in the second apron because of Darren Fox is on the team as well.
I would take that risk knowing I have a huge chance of winning the championship now. I think De'Aaron Fox, Wemby, and Giannis can get it done. I think they can get it done. I think that'd be a scary team in the West.
I mean, we'll see.
But yeah, back to Paul George. I don't know about that one.
The next
I don't know.
Well, here's the next team.
Okay.
The Phoenix Suns.
We were just talking about them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we already know they're stuck with Bradley Beal.
Yep.
Kevin Durant, of course, the reports are saying we already know he's going to get traded. We just don't know where.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't be a mystery. He's already we everybody in the world know he's about to get traded.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't know where. I mean, Houston has been brought up a lot. The Spurs has been brought up a few times. He's going to be somewhere in Texas, most likely. Whether it's Houston or San Antonio. Denver? You said Denver? Who, like trade Jamal Murray? Who?
Porter.
Michael Porter Jr.? I definitely think they'd do that for Kevin Durant. If Phoenix was on board with that, I think Denver would do that. In a heartbeat.
Yeah, PG's old. I agree.
Yeah, and his value plummeted, man.
Yeah.
76ers fans don't even want him there.
Yeah.
They wasn't too happy about the signing, so.
No.
He must got a good ass agent, I tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you still getting paid like that and you don't do nothing. Like, you got a good ass agent. But yeah, man, they stuck with Bill. Kevin Durant's getting traded.
They're keeping Booker.
They're keeping Booker because he was part of the coaching hire.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man. It depends on what they get back from Kevin Durant. Like, it depends on what they get back, what they're asking for.
I think it's going to take a third team as well because of their agent's expensive.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that's that, and that's what it comes down to. How I talk about them is what they're getting back. Like, are they getting back, another wing for him? Are they getting back some defense? Are they getting back a playmaker? I mean, you can get a nice bundle for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it's gonna take a. It's gonna take a third team.
Hold on for 1 second. You can keep talking. Hold on.
I mean, like I said earlier, like all these expiring contracts that cost like $50+ million, it's gonna take a third team. So that they would get out of the super second apron and they could reset for a year or two. Because I think Bradley Beal has $53.7 million left and a play option of $57.1 the following year.
All right, I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really can't speak too much on it until I know what the Suns are getting back.
Yeah, it's gonna take a third team.
Yeah, so Who that third team gonna be though? Who's gonna help out Phoenix? Who's gonna help out Kevin Durant? One of the biggest NBA trolls on the internet. Who's gonna help out Kevin Durant?
Think well, here's the next team. The Dallas Mavericks.
Well, we all know Kyrie picking up his player option. He's not going nowhere. And speedy recovery to him. I don't like to see nobody hurt. But he's not going nowhere. Who was that said he wanted to get paid like a starter? Was that Lively? No, that wasn't Lively. That was who was that? Daniel Gafford. Yeah. He might be out of there. He's a free agent, right?
2020, he has an expiring contract for $14.4 million.
Yeah. And this might scare away some teams unless you have a good. Well, this is what I'm saying, and I brought this up before, EQ. Okay, it can be a double good thing for your team when you trade for expiring contracts, because a lot of players know that they're playing for a new contract, so they might ball out. Mm-hmm. You might get somebody that's on a contract year, and they might ball the hell out. And you end up raising their value by trade deadline and get some shit back. You just never know. Mm-hmm. Daniel Gafford might can turn into a fucking an all defensive first or second team guy because he's on a contract year. You just never know. But I don't know. I would take that risk. Because he's only making $14 million. You know, I would trade Austin Reaves for him.
And there's also BJ Washington who makes $14 million.
I would definitely trade Austin Reaves for Daniel Gafford. I would definitely do it. Didn't Luka play with Daniel Gafford? Mm-hmm. There you go. Somebody else he's familiar with, somebody that's going to catch lobs. Better center than Jackson Hayes. I'll definitely do it. If we can get on the phone with Dallas and they want that, I'm doing that in the snap of a finger. At the snap of a finger, I'm doing that.
I'm gonna have to ask Nico again.
But as we said before, I don't think I really don't think that ownership is going to allow Nico Harris to do that again.
Yep.
Like ownership is going to be watching him like a hawk. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, you ain't, yeah, because it's already been reports out there that every move that Nico Harrison make, he has to go through ownership. Like he can't just make moves now. He got to go through ownership and get they okay for it. Because, yeah, maybe since they got the first round pick or the first overall pick, maybe they settle down a little bit. But I don't know. I think Nico Harris lost his freedom, man. Mm-hmm. I think he got to if you're a general manager and you got to go through your boss every move you make. What's the point of being a general manager?
Yeah.
You might as well fire him and you make yourself the general manager. I mean, if I was the owner of a team and I didn't trust my general manager, I might as well just make myself the general manager. Make myself the president of player operations or something like that. You know, go to Jerry Jones route. He want to do everything himself. Mm-hmm. So Daniel Gafford is somebody that I would go after if I was the Lakers, and I'm sure that's being talked about between Rob Pelinka and them over there. And you said PJ Washington is also on a expiring contract.
14
million. But PJ Washington is like a 4, right? Yeah, we don't need no more 4s. As long as LeBron here, we don't need no 4s.
Mm-mm.
We need like backup 4s. Like we don't need no starting caliber 4 because LeBron is going to take up that time. So when it comes to Dallas, I would definitely be talking about Daniel Gafford. If I was them, I'll be trying to trade Austin Reaves over there. Because that'll work out for them too, because they're not going to have Kyrie for a while. And Austin Reaves is used to playing with Max Christie and Anthony Davis. So I would do that if I was Dallas. You getting rid of a problem, which is Daniel Gafford, because you ain't going to pay him. And you get Austin Reaves in return. Somebody who has the ability to take over games for you. Do it. And Austin Reaves is a great player, but I mean, we need more. And if we can trade him for a guy like Daniel Gafford, I'll definitely do it. Most definitely, without hesitation. He can be our starting center. He's played with Luka Dončić already. Got that chemistry. Luka would love that trade. If Rob Pelinka went to Luka right now and said, I'm trading Austin Reaves for Daniel Gafford, he'd be thrilled. He'd be thrilled.
Yep.
No, I didn't compare him to the Cowboys owner. I didn't do that. I mean, they both in Dallas, but I didn't do that. I was saying that if you're the owner and you don't trust your general manager, you might as well fire your general manager and make yourself the general manager if you're the owner. That's what I was saying. Go the Jerry Jones route. Because Jerry Jones, he made himself the general manager, the president. Like he made himself that. So that's why I said go to Jerry Jones route. Jerry Jones wants to have the say so in every single thing. That's why he. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you the owner, you get to do what the fuck you want to do. But I know if I was the owner, I would want my input to matter. But I also don't want to be stuck all day, every day trying to figure this team out either. So
Nope.
I would definitely hire a general manager and, I would definitely hire a general manager and a president of operations. Definitely. So that'd take time off my hands. Like you have all of them worried about the teams. You could just sit back and relax, make your money. Have a meeting about what's going on and what's about to happen. Stay in tune with your general manager, see what he or she is about to trade away or bring back. Say that's a good idea or not, and then you keep it pushing. I wouldn't want that responsibility as an owner. Like I wouldn't want to be the owner, the GM, the president. Like I wouldn't want all of that. I'll just hire people. I want to be that type of owner where I'm like Steve Ballmer. I'm just going to the game to have fun with no worries. Because you have a team around you that's doing the job that you need to be done. You have a general manager. You have a president of operations. You have a advisor. You have all of that. You can just go watch your team play and turn red like he do. Look like a big ass smiling, laughing tomato like he do. But yeah, man. As far as Dallas Mavericks, they're not trading Kyrie. He's going to pick up his option. They look like they're going to keep their number one pick.
Mm-hmm.
And if they did trade their number one pick away, it's going to be for Giannis and nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Davis, what, he got like 2 years left on his contract?
Yeah, 2027.
Yeah, so they need to work on trying to build a team around him because they're on his window. They thought he was the guy. They traded for him. So they have to build a team around Anthony Davis. They got to make sure they always have a center so he won't have to play center. They got to make sure they got a great playmaker because that's what he thrives at. He has to have a playmaker, somewhere in there. And that's where Austin Reaves come in at. He's used to playing with Austin Reaves. And Austin Reaves is not a bad passer. So, I mean, he's better than not having Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would do it if I was Dallas. I would definitely do that. I would definitely do that. A lot of times you got to put your pride aside and think about the team.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would definitely do that. So, yeah, man. What's next?
Sacramento Kings.
Sacramento Queens.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing with them, man.
They're in bad shape.
They are in bad shape because they're on the couch with us watching the dude in the finals that they traded away.
Halliburton. Yep.
Yeah. So it's not looking too good for them. They picked up 2 more guys that played in Chicago that wasn't working over there. I don't know why they traded for Zach LaVine when they had DeMar DeRozan, and that didn't make no sense.
And they signed DeMar DeRozan.
Man, this is.
And they traded for Valanciunas.
And they traded for man, they don't know what the fuck they want to do. I don't feel sorry for them, I mean,
they traded Halliburton for Sabonis.
Yeah. It's going to be a point in time where they're going to have to just cut their losses and trade Sabonis. He's not really getting them nowhere.
No.
He's not getting them nowhere. Maybe they should be the ones trading for Porzingis.
What? And get back what? DeRozan and Valanciunas?
I would do that. I would do it.
So DeRozan
you get DeRozan back because you're not going to have Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
So you get somebody that can fill in his role for, all Jason Tatum really do is score. I mean, that's what DeMar DeRozan can do. And you got Valanciunas as another big body because you're getting rid of Porzingis. I think they should do it. He said, how do I feel about my new quarterback? It's crazy because I don't even know what the contract looks like. He signed the contract, but I don't know what the contract looks like. I didn't read up on it. I know it's for 1 year, but I don't know how much. So maybe if I knew how much, I can give you an answer.
Oh, it says a 1-year deal for $13.7 million, 10 minutes guaranteed.
That's not bad at all.
The incentive is up to $5.85 million. Depends on how many games you play.
That's not bad at all.
And he could potentially make $19.5 million.
That's not bad at all. I thought it was gonna be something outrageous,
No,
like 30 to 40 million or some shit like that.
no, it's only 13.65.
That's good. That's for 1 year. That's not bad because, like I said, man, if he doesn't do anything else for us, I would love for him to, drop some wisdom to Will Howard. If he can help, drop some wisdom to Will Howard and help mold him, we'll be good going forward. Because I heard a lot of good stuff about Will Howard. Like he's been showing off in OTAs. But this is not football conversation. We're doing basketball. We're doing NBA. But I appreciate that question, Lewis. Appreciate that question. Yeah, I'm done with talking about Dallas. Unless you ask another player to bring up.
The next team is Milwaukee.
Oh, that's simple, man. That's simple.
Dame and Kuzma and Giannis.
That's simple, man. You got to blow it up. Let Brook Lopez become a free agent. Let him go. Don't even try to bring him back. What Kuzma contract look like?
$22.4 million. And
Expiring?
No.
How many more years?
$22.4 million in 2026 and $20.4 million in 2027.
So it descends.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not really a bad contract because I think somebody will trade for that because they know it's going to be lower in his final year. Now, this is where it get interesting because Kuzma, his value also went down, but that's not a bad contract to trade for. Because it descends, it's going to get lower and lower and lower. So if I was Milwaukee and you about to trade Giannis, just blow the shit up. Just blow the shit up and just. I wouldn't even care about players, man. Just try to get as much draft picks as you can back. Like you trade Giannis, try to get as much draft picks as you can coming back. In that Giannis trade, you trade Kuz, try to get as much draft picks as you can within that trade. You trade other person you said, Dame?
Mm-hmm.
What's his contract looking like?
54.1.
Sheesh.
And 26. And a play option of 58.5.
You know he picking that up.
Yeah, I know.
You know he's picking that up.
Yeah, because he'll be sitting out next year for $54.1 million.
And there's the contract he signed with Portland, right?
Yep.
Only they'll pay his ass like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I say once they trade Giannis, the other chips will fall. Like they got to trade Giannis first.
Oh boy, here we go, Detroit God. No.
Detroit guy, what the hell did you just say, man? I couldn't even read that, but salute, brother. Salute, Detroit. How's it going, brother?
Okay, so Milwaukee is basically stuck.
If I was Milwaukee, man, I'm getting on the phone with from anybody from San Antonio to the team with the 5th pick, anywhere within that range to trade Giannis to. And here's the thing. Okay, okay, you said Philly got the 3rd pick. Who has the 4th pick?
Charlotte.
And who has the 5th pick? Utah. So the magic numbers are the 2nd pick and the 5th pick. Why? Because you'll be trading him out west. You only seeing him twice a year. You'll probably get more of a haul back with Utah. You can and Giannis will elevate Utah to a playoff contender.
So you would do a swap of marketing for Giannis?
I would. And I would ask for at least 3 of those 1st round picks. You said Giannis can go anywhere after he wants to after next year?
I mean, his contract doesn't go until 2028.
Also, here's the thing, because that just made me think of something too. If you're trading for Giannis, you gotta hope that he's going to stay there.
Oh, he's not staying at Utah.
He's definitely not staying in Utah.
No.
I don't think he'll stay in Utah under any circumstance, even if Utah tried to overpay him.
No.
Now, I'm pretty sure he'll stay in San Antonio. You got a core of De'Aaron Fox and Wemby. You're in a state where there's no state taxes. I'm pretty sure he'll stay there.
I think it's more complicated because of the fact that you got to pay Wemby in his big contract.
I think whoever trades for Giannis is going to be trying to win now.
I mean, Detroit. I mean,
they are on the up and up. They are on the up and up.
Yeah, but that Giannis package, they're gonna be. That's gonna be too much for them to even think of trading for Giannis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it all with Milwaukee. It all starts off with the Giannis trade, because once they that's gonna be their first order of business before they move on to anybody else. Yeah, Detroit, but here's the thing. This is how I feel about that, Detroit.
The NBA is not gonna allow this, man. I'm telling the truth, man.
For one, EQ is right. Okay. 2, I don't want that 3 superstar lineup over here. I don't. If LeBron was gone, then I would say, Giannis, bring your ass. Pause. Because Giannis and Luka would be terrifying. But.
Yeah. You think the NBA will allow that? No.
I think Adam Silver would. I don't think Daniel Stern would have.
David Stern, no.
Yeah, David Stern. Well, I said Daniel Stern. David Stern would have said, hell no. David Stern would have sent Luka back.
No.
He didn't let us have Chris Paul. You think he'd let us have Luka Dončić?
That's exactly my point. Yeah.
They would have said, nope, Luka got to go back. But then he would have fucked the NBA up because Luka and AD would have looked at the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks and be like, you really traded me. And it would have been turmoil inside both locker rooms.
The next team is the LA Clippers.
That's what I think about them.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Well, James Harden, he's picking up his player option. He ain't going nowhere.
Why it's not going nowhere?
Kawhi ain't going nowhere.
They got 2 expiring contracts.
So are they keeping Ben Simmons?
No, he's a free agent.
Yeah, he probably out the league, man. I'm gonna say it like this, man. What is Ben Simmons? He's not a point guard no more, right?
Well, that's what he's supposed to play.
I say it like this, man. If Ben Simmons take a vet minimum, he can come over here. That's defense, man. I'll take Ben Simmons on a vet minimum. Play backup point. I'll do it. You ain't got to shoot. Just play defense.
That's what Luka's backup.
As Luka's backup, if he takes the vet minimum, I'll do it. If he take a $1 million contract, I'll do it. He can still pass. He can still play defense. He's like 6'10". I understand Detroit, but it's like, you gonna deal with him or you gonna deal with Bronny? Which one you want? Because there's been reports out there that Bronny's gonna get more minutes.
Oh God, here we go. Yep.
We'll get to that later.
They got Norm Powell and Bogdan Bogdanovic just expiring contracts.
They're leading scorer, right?
Who?
Powell.
Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was their leading scorer. That's crazy. So it's just James Harden. We already know what he's gonna do. He ain't going nowhere. He don't even care about winning. He just want the money.
Kawhi,
he definitely ain't going nowhere.
Zubac.
Zubac is happy since he got traded over there.
Mm-hmm.
But if he wasn't happy, he can come back home.
Yeah, probably have to move Hachimura, Austin Reaves, right?
Zubac could be nice over here, man. But I think he's gonna retire a Clipper.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all. That's everybody.
Golden State.
Golden State. Lakers all day's favorite person, Jonathan Kuminga. He about to be a free agent, right?
Yeah, he's restricted. Correct.
Yeah, so Golden State can match any offer.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're gonna do that, or just let him go?
They're probably thinking of a sign and trade.
Where's he gonna go though?
Depends on what they get back for him, right? Because
Yeah,
sign him as a restricted free agent.
Dwight said let him go.
Well, he's gonna get the bag somewhere. get a bag in Washington. He'll probably get a bag in.
Dwight Smith said Detroit. I'm sure he'll fit in over there too. How long is Tobias Harris gonna hold up?
Damn, I didn't even mention them yet. But, $26.6 million expiring.
For Kuminga? Or for who? Who's 26 million expiring?
Tobias Harris.
Oh, we moved to Detroit? I think that did he have some good stats for them this past summer? I mean, this past season? Because I know they did some. I mean, I think they made a playoff run, right, or a play-in run.
They lost to New York
in the first round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, so they at least made the playoffs, after a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if they can look for a person better than Tobias Harris, they're gonna trade that expiring contract.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about if they can find somebody, though.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings me to, if they can trade. Wait, what's he making? 20? You said 24 mil? 26. Nah, hell no. He ain't gonna want to go back to Philly. I'm gonna say you could trade his ass for Paul George.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be crazy. But Philly fans might want Tobias Harris before they talk about Paul George. I think for the most part, Detroit might run it back.
Yeah.
Oh, what up, Micah?
Yeah. They're gonna have to like pay Jalen Duren as a center.
Jalen Duren?
Yeah, he's a restricted free agent. And they're gonna pay Jane Ivey's restricted free agent. He was
ain't Duren their center?
Yep.
I think he'd be good as an option too.
Yeah, but they're gonna match whoever offers them the most, and then they're gonna match it. So, I know Jalen Duren's a nice piece. It's just that Detroit's gonna match whatever offer is out there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Micah, how does the mic sound? How does the mic sound, Micah? How does this mic sound to everybody listening from the comment section? I'm not on my laptop. I'm on my phone.
It works.
Do I sound like EQ? Because you use the mic too, EQ, right?
No, I got
you
headphones
don't.
On. I got headphones on.
All this time I thought you used the mic.
No, I got headphones on.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Dwight. Appreciate it, man.
Well, here's the next team that just lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Knicks.
Yeah. Well, I'm almost pretty sure that Micah funny. He said, "Sound like I'm in a sweatshop." He said, "Angry sound like you down there in his." Wait, and what? In a sweatshop, you got about 50 workers down there. He got them muzzled. They don't even make a sound. That's funny.
No, I don't want Chris Paul either.
This is what I think the Knicks is gonna do, man. I actually think the Knicks are gonna stand pat and just see what the next coach does with this squad. Because they gave up too much for Mikal Bridges. They traded away for Karl Anthony Towns. And this is all after Jalen Brunson's, pay cut, right? So I think they're gonna see what the next coach can do with this team before they try any trades. If they with this next coach, I think their move's gonna be at trade deadline. They're gonna see what this coach can do up until like February, and if it ain't working, they're gonna make some trades. He said angry sound like the new announcer for Royal Rumble. Making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 260 pounds. He is the World Wrestling Entertainment Intercontinental Champion. No, I can't do that right now. My voice is. He said cat ain't the answer. Yeah, I think because
Cat makes too much money.
yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like,
and take a third team.
And here's the thing, man. They did make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think all they need is a coach that's not going to run the starters into the ground, and they'd be all right. Because they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they took out the defending NBA champion. So I think they're fine as they are. They just need another coach. Yeah. That's the shit I saw on Instagram, Micah. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns, though, man. I mean, it is what it is, man.
No, I don't think Boston is going to be healthy next year anyway.
Yeah, Boston gonna be without Jason Tatum for like a year and a half or something like that.
They're gonna be out without Jaylen Brown for half a year.
Yeah. So in all actuality, Boston might start off as a team trying to make it to the play-in.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got Jaylen Brown missing half a year, and you got Jason Tatum out for about a year and a half. There's a chance you might trade Porzingis or Drew Holiday or both. So, yeah, they might be trying to.
Oh, Al Horford is not even. Al Horford should be retired at this point. Nah, they're not blowing up that team.
Yeah, Micah. Apparently, I didn't know about him being injured until EQ pointed it out.
Yeah, he got injured playing Game 6.
Yeah, so he's gonna be out for about a half a year.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't know, breaking news. Yeah, Jaylen Brown is out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's not too really much to say about the Celtics, but they are going to make some moves. Shams Charania already said that. I mean, they are going to make some moves. So I would say most likely you will see Drew Holiday name being tossed around. And
Wait, they already paid everyone. What you mean? They paid everyone. They have the highest luxury tax apron in the whole NBA.
Yeah, they paid everybody. I mean, you got two people on super maxes. You got Jalen and JT on the super maxes.
Mm-hmm.
But just both of them alone they make him damn near $1 billion a year on the team. Not $1 billion a year, but $1 billion total almost. Just them two alone. That's crazy. He said that's like the Gigamax.
They really did. They really did.
Are you going to get his role players?
I mean, they're gonna have to.
I mean, I think the only one that's not going to go anywhere that's not Jason Tatum is probably Derek White. I think they're going to try to keep Derek White and maybe Al Horford, but everybody else probably going to get traded if they can.
Al Horford's a free agent.
Oh, well, shit. I'm sure he's going to want to go back or retire.
Mm-hmm.
If he don't retire, he's going back. He ain't going nowhere else unless he wants to reunite with the Hawks.
Well, Pritchard, Derek White got paid. Pritchard got paid. Sam Hauser got paid. Yeah, basically the whole championship team got paid.
I got to charge my phone soon, so I might have to stop using the mic and use my headphones. Mm-hmm. My mic is plugged into the phone from the from the mixer.
Go ahead and take Jackson Hayes for the minimum. Don't matter to me.
Matter of fact, let me do that now. It's at 18%.
Well, I mean, hey, like I said, I don't care if he signs a minimum. But the Bucks and Celtics. And then there's probably there's probably a few teams left on this list. Probably be the Cleveland Cavaliers as the next team. Yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Can you hear me? I'm on my headphones now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, man, I have to put my phone on the charger, so I have to unplug my mic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably about to move areas because in here it's too echoey.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Jackson Hayes. I just think it's more. I think Jackson Hayes is who he is. I mean, yeah, starting centers are not cheap. That's number one. And they got to make a move to get a starting center. Whether it's moving expiring contracts to get to that number.
I don't think Jackson Hayes is staying.
No, I don't think so either. No. Yeah, Cleveland's the team that lost its base as well. And they didn't go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Did they move Garland and they move Mitchell? Well, Jared Allen is that's an expensive starting center.
Yeah, Jackson Hayes ain't going nowhere, man. I mean, he is going somewhere, but he ain't going nowhere. He gonna go to a team where they're not doing nothing. He may go back to New Orleans. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't see Cleveland getting up Jared Allen either. I think him and Mobley are a nice tandem in the front court.
I personally think that the only person that's going to get traded is probably Garland. Because they got a good team. They just need to fix their backcourt. Put a defender back there. Now, they have somebody like a Marcus Smart that can take over for Darius Garland. That'd be great. Because you got somebody that can defend.
Garland in Washington would be insane. I mean, Washington's been waiting around just to get a decent play on their team.
Or how about they try to go after see if Boston to trade for Darius Garland for Drew Holiday. I think Cleveland would thrive with Drew Holiday versus Darius Garland. Their defense in the backcourt would be better.
Micah, you really want me to talk about Brooklyn at this point? Oh, I wasn't going to talk about Brooklyn, but I mean,
Brooklyn? D'Angelo Russell's a free agent, right?
Yep. They got Claxton, who's descending contract. And they got Lakers all day talk about Cam Johnson. Yeah, those are the only two contracts that Brooklyn got that they can move. Claxton and Cam Johnson.
Yeah. I think you only move Cam Johnson if you think you can get Giannis. If you can't get Giannis, keep Johnson there. Pause.
Brooklyn's got to move more than just Cam Johnson to get Giannis. They're going to trade a lot. It's just no kidding, Micah, and that's why I'm not paying Austin Reaves 30% of salary cap. That's why I'm not doing that.
And that's exactly why Austin Reeves about to get traded this summer.
I'm not.
Rob Pelinka is working on a trade right now.
I know, but I'm not paying Austin Reeves 30% of the salary cap. No kidding, the Lakers tax is 30%. And I think we basically talked about almost all the teams except for Minnesota. I know Rudy Rudy's contract's gonna be expensive to pick.
I think Julius Randle gonna pick up a player after. I don't think Randle going nowhere.
No, I don't want Rudy either. I'm just saying.
If Rudy Gobert was making $30 million less, I'd do it.
He's at 35 and 36 and a half. And the play option of 38. That's 3 years.
If he was making like 6 to 10 million, I'd do it.
No, it's not gonna happen. Nope.
I'd definitely do it. He'd be the perfect center, but he get paid too much.
I think that's I don't want to touch Miami. Yeah, there's nothing I want from Miami.
They're trying to get rid of Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, because he has a player option for 20 million.
Yeah.
And Tyler Hero, they're gonna give him that extension. I don't want it. Bam, golly, I don't think I want Bam's contract.
I mean, Bam could be overrated at times, man.
And he plays really small center.
Yeah.
And that's why they got the Khalil Ware. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want Bam no more. Like, Bam would have been good if we still had AD, but we don't got AD, so Bam would just be like Bam would probably be like a glorified Jackson Hayes over here.
And he's making $37 million in 2026.
Yeah. Don't need that.
And then they'll get the extension in 2027 for $51 million. And yeah, that's yeah, I'm not trying for oh god, here we go. Mike, get out of here. 51 million for Bam? No.
Yeah, this ain't the '90s, man. Where I want to put all my money into a center. This ain't the '90s. If it was the '90s, early 2000s, yeah. Because you paying top dollar for a Shaq, you paying top dollar for a David Robinson, you paying top dollar for a Tim Duncan, like you paying top dollar for an Elijah Wan. But I don't want all that money going into a center. And the people that's doing that, they're learning the hard way, which is the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yep, and Joel Embiid.
Yep. You don't want that. You really don't want your center as the number one option either.
No, man, I don't want anybody from.
Yeah, they are. Dwight. A lot of role players are making a lot of money.
Yeah, and that's why I can't touch a lot of these teams because their role players are high salary.
Detroit said Philadelphia is a clusterfuck.
Yep.
That's funny. Because they are.
No, I'm not touching that Miami Heat trade either. Nope.
I don't think Philadelphia cares about the 76ers anymore. They got the Eagles that just won.
Mm-hmm. And that's why role players are getting expensive once their contracts expire. Yep. I mean, we got what? 3 expiring contracts, and 1 has a player option, Austin Reaves. There's a Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, and a Maxi Kleber. Well, I know Philadelphia Sixers fans, they're loyal, but they don't have the process. And they got to do the Paul George situation. Well, I mean, that's what the Sixers has always been, putting their butts in seats, and they don't care what the result is.
All right, let me play a game with y'all. Everybody that's in the comment section, I want to play a game with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the comment section, which team or teams do you think Rob Pelinka has talking to so far? Which team or teams do you think Rob Pelinka has talked to so far? I want to play that game. I want to see what y'all say. I personally think he talked to the Dallas Mavericks again. I also think he talked to the Brooklyn Nets. And I want to say he probably talked to. I'm gonna go left field here because that's how Rob works. I would say he probably talked to Boston. I think he made a call to Boston.
I'm gonna say Charlotte.
For Mark Williams again or somebody else?
I think they want that 4th pick.
Ooh. And I would definitely get the best center available.
I think they want that 4th pick. If they had to do Don Connect in that move.
I'll do it.
But yeah, well, I mean, hey, most teams trying to fleece them. I mean, it's not surprised. But this is how the whole NBA is trying to do after they got Luka. I mean, that's why it is.
I would definitely do it. I get that 18-year-old center from Sudan.
I mean, kind of. But I mean, what? Because they void the trade? I mean, he didn't pass the physical.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Michael. We probably messed up our relationship with the Hornets.
The Wizards. I mean, the Wizards didn't get Kyle Kuzma back.
I'm only calling the Wizards about 2 things: either Marcus Smart or that pick.
Number 6. Yep.
Yeah. You can still get a very serviceable center at number 6.
And no way I'm calling for Jordan Poole.
Nah, hell no. Somebody that's gonna jack up shots all game. Nah, you don't need that. You might as well go cheaper and get Jordan Clarkson.
Oh, hell no. Um,
Just say in the comment section, man. You don't need Jordan Poole, hell no.
that's what I said. I don't need no Jordan Poole.
He said at least Clarkson looked like he could fight.
Nope.
Jordan Clarkson looked like when he fight, he hold an instant in his other hands.
Yeah, there's. Well, I mean, Houston's got the 10th pick, but I mean that's interesting.
Houston might keep it.
Yeah, because of the fact that they still want to build around. I'm going over there.
I mean, Houston might be on the hunt for Kevin Durant though. So Phoenix might ask for that pick.
Do they really want to trade their depth just to get him now?
If they trying to win now, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I think if they're not giving up a lot, I think Kevin Durant can make
well,
Houston very dangerous.
he is making $54.7 million. I mean,
That's why that 10th pick you got to add that. That holds value.
I don't care about the All-Star game format at this point.
Yeah, that format is trash, man.
Yep, I don't.
Ain't gonna be nobody on the USA side because everybody that's good is the world.
Yep.
We're gonna have an old ass LeBron and Steph Curry starting.
And old KD.
They're gonna have Shea Gilgeous. They're gonna have fucking Jokic.
They're
They're
gonna
gonna
have
have
Giannis too.
they gonna have Giannis.
They're gonna have Luka.
They gonna have Luka.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't even like that format, to be honest.
Why can't it just be East and West? What's wrong with East and West? Like, what's the point? USA gonna get their ass whooped in that format. They're gonna get their ass whooped in that format. I guarantee you. Ain't nowhere in the world that Team USA is stopping Team World.
Yeah.
Team World is beating Team USA by 40 at the least. Damn near every star in the NBA is not even from here.
Unless they got their young core to play. Unless you're thinking like Halliburton. Halliburton, Edwards. Whew. Man, I'm trying to think. Like,
But see, that's the thing. Like, I mean, we got some good players, but
no, American players are getting older. That's the point.
I mean, shit, the nigga that just won MVP is not from America.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's from the world.
Yeah, so we getting our ass beat, man. All our players getting older, they hurt. Jason Tatum was our last hope.
And he won't play next year.
Nope.
And AD is getting up there in age. I don't want AD out there.
AD might not even be available.
Jalen Brunson is
Kyrie
short.
Irving gonna be hurt.
Jalen Brunson
Yeah, Jalen Brunson is
short.
yeah.
Donovan Mitchell is short.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's pretty much all the teams with contracts.
Well, that was actually some a lot of notes, man. That was a lot of notes. A lot of it was hard to talk about because of the contract situation
Yep.
and like the amount that they getting each year. So a lot of that shit was hard to talk about. But it was a very few people up there that I want to get, man. I tell you, man, Lakers need to talk to Wizards about Marcus Smart, or try to talk to fucking Boston about Drew Holiday or Derek White. This is just to help Luka in the backcourt.
Oh, we need Franco help too because
Yeah, I know.
there's no way I'm playing LeBron all these minutes at the 4.
Trust me, I know. We really desperately need perimeter defense.
And there's no way I'm playing LeBron at the 5.
I'm not either. I'm just saying we desperately need perimeter defense because everybody's shooting threes. If we can get stops out there, that's half the battle.
Well, then give Connect some minutes next year instead of the MPs.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just really hoping JJ Redick learned from his rookie year.
I mean, I don't know what their plan is with Connect. Are they gonna move him, and it's just gonna be like?
I think if we move Dalton Connect, he gonna light us up next time he plays us.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't know what their plan is. Like, do they even see him as playing next year, or are they just gonna see him as like what they did this year, give him DMPs?
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is what I'm saying, man. If there's a report out that LeBron James Jr. is getting, regular rotation minutes,
Oh my god!
this could very well mean that maybe Austin Reaves or Dalton Connect is out of here.
Yeah, but I'm not just gonna trade Connect for a bunch of bags of chips or whatever. Like,
I mean, I wouldn't either, but I don't know, man. That's the one flaw about Rob Pelinka, is that he can be too patient. Like, we might not even do that much this summer.
yeah, but progressing as in what? He's worth $30 million a year?
Who?
Austin Reaves?
Nah, not worth 30 mil, no.
Even if he progresses, he's worth $30 million a year.
Only way I'm giving him $30 million a year is if he come back over the summer and playing defense like OG Anunoby.
Well, he did. Well, his agent created it, not him. His agent created it.
Yeah, his agent gonna get him booted out some contracts. He should fire his agent, man. I'm telling you, his agent gonna get him in trouble. You need to fire his agent and sign with Clutch Sports. I want to see what y'all was gonna say. Well, you do need to fire his agent though. He said no. The NBA created this goddamn market 2 years ago when they decided to when they decided the first night to pay $3 billion to the NBA players. Yeah. He said Lakers about to give Luka an Ultramax soon. I believe it.
Well, they don't have a choice. I mean,
He gonna sign a 3-year extension.
yeah, they give him. No, he's gonna take the 3-year extension,
Yeah.
and then his third year is a player option. And he got declined, and then get the 5 years.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll be.
And,
Yeah, that'll be the 7-year. That'll be a 7-year contract.
and he gonna retire a Laker.
Yeah, 7 years. He'll be 30, 33.
There you go. Hopefully within that time frame, he would have won at least 2 or 3 championships, depending on how he built the team.
Yeah, but then they're gonna need a second player to play a Luka,
Yeah.
which they don't have.
Not yet. I
Yeah,
think
that's my
Rob is.
point.
I think Rob is cooking up something, man.
Well, like I said, go get one of these draft picks and see what he is. What?
And that's what I'm saying. Because you thinking how I'm thinking.
You got to build through the draft at some point. You can't just draft like a random out of nowhere and thinking he's gonna be something.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We need to start building. We was talking about this shit EQ 2-3 years ago.
And they still haven't done it.
Still haven't done it. We need to start just building through the draft, especially when it comes to our needs. When you have certain needs, you want them on rookie deals.
Yeah, but he's got to have a high ceiling.
Yeah, a high ceiling. I say for instance, we need a center. I would love for us to draft a center, and like you said, with a high ceiling. I'm sure with our scouting department, we could find somebody. With a high ceiling.
But what did I smell? The last 3 years of draft picks they can get. I mean, that's why I smelled the last 3 years. Guys that are no longer on the team.
Right. Oh, yeah.
My God, that is not true, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Luka look like he's sipping on Ozempic shakes. Y'all funny.
God. Never mind. Man, well, I guess I have something to figure out.
Yeah, buddy. Well, what did he say? He said Luka eating Wagobi pancakes. Yeah, right now Rob is sitting at his house, but oh, come on, man. Me no reading that.
Nope.
Yeah, man. I have nothing else to say with these contracts.
Yeah, they're not looking good.
This was a great conversation.
And that's why everybody's waiting for summer 2026.
Yeah. Well, we shall see what the Lakers do. I know the Lakers gonna do something. Or at least set themselves up by trade deadline.
No, they can't run this team back. Everybody knows.
No. I'm not talking about running the whole team back. I'm talking about like, let's just say you want to get rid of Austin Reaves and Rui as your two main giveaways. I'm just saying, like, if we only able to get rid of one, I'm good with that.
I don't think it's the Pacers.
Who?
I don't think they ever talk to the Pacers.
No. Cause didn't we back out of a trade from the Pacers? That's long
Yeah,
ago.
Miles Turner and Buddy Hield didn't take that
Yeah.
deal. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Orlando's the team.
I think Orlando is another one. Like, I think KCP is on the table probably.
Or
And
maybe,
he definitely would be.
or maybe Golga.
Yeah.
Or one of the first round picks.
What? Okay. How many first round picks they got?
They have pick 16 and 25.
Yeah. I'll go after the highest pick. Cause we need a great center.
I mean, that's who's there at 16.
And we're not the only one looking for centers either, which is crazy. It's a lot of teams looking for centers.
I am out on Mark Williams. Well,
Yeah, we trade for you, pass your physical.
yeah, traded for him, didn't pass the physical. Yep.
In that situation, cause commotion. Yeah. Yeah, like Michael said earlier, man. I think we kind of hit a dead end when it comes to Charlotte.
Unless they're giving up.
Whether you were right or wrong about that relationship is done with. Charlotte cold for trading us chicken wings with the meat missing. Oh, that's pause, man.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see.
Toronto. Toronto, they have Jakob Porto. They got RJ Barrett. They got, man, those contracts are terrible though. I'm not touching Toronto. Yeah, I know they got Manuel Quickly. They got RJ Barrett, and they got Jakob Porto. That's the three contracts they want to get rid of. I mean, they have a center, but he's making $19.5 million. I think Toronto is out of the question. I mean, 19.5 million for a center. Mm-mm. 19.5 million for a center. That's kind of a. I think that's like the old San Antonio contract he had when he was traded for DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, if I'm going for Toronto, I'm getting Jakob Pertl back.
Yeah, $19.5 million.
Yeah, Jakob Pertl, man. Yeah, that's the only person I'm talking to Toronto about is Pertl.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, because I'm not gonna take the. I'm not gonna take the. God.
What happened?
No, it's just Micah.
What did he say? He said, "Oh man,
Nah. Yeah, like I said, they got to draft one just in case. I mean, I do like um, the center from China. Um, but but I think he's part of Clutch Sports as well, which is interesting. A lot of young players
wait,
sign with Clutch. Huh?
who's part of Clips?"
The center from China.
Yeah, we don't want him.
I mean, he has skills.
Yeah, but he also has a fucking agency that's gonna give him a lot of money and it's gonna break the pockets.
I mean, it's the same thing with the guy from Duke.
Yeah, but
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you can't avoid these big centers who are part of Clutch Sports. I mean, I'm just saying, like, no, Clutch does not have like. Okay.
I'm surprised they don't. I'm sure they tried, they attempted.
No, because his agent was smart. Who got him the NIL deal at Duke for 1 year. I think it was like 20 million NIL deal for 1 year. Yeah, he's with the CAA. Same agent as Cameron Brink.
Isn't wait, Arthur Reed's not CAA, right? Where is he?
No, he's not with CAA. No, he's not.
Man,
Yeah, that's why 50 college players went back to school.
yeah, they don't want to deal with the BS.
Yeah, instead of declaring for the draft. Yep. Mm-hmm.
right, so how did y'all feel about this episode of Rush Hour, man? How did y'all feel about it? I know earlier on for me, I had to really, catch myself because I'm getting over a cold, so I'm coughing a lot. So I had to really catch myself, drink some water, all that.
Just rush it up. Oh man, I was not talking about that, but whatever.
Yeah, I should be in the bed too, Micah. I gotta get up like at 5 in the morning.
Yep.
I'm over here tripping, Holmes.
Yeah, Friday. God.
I'm over here tripping, Holmes. I'm tripping.
I mean, we'll see what happens. Like,
Start taking black seed oil.
yeah, that's why. I heard about it.
I'll look that up and see how that works.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. If y'all don't have any questions, Rush Hour about to roll out. If y'all don't have any questions,
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at Chicago. Vucevic makes too much money. Yeah, and that's about all the teams. Yeah, be dangerous about what? The protesting going on? Oh hell no. I didn't want to go out there right now.
yeah, you got army tanks and shit out there.
It's freaking crazy out there, man. It's crazy.
Hey, I dare y'all go try to steal one of the army tanks to get a 5-star wonder level in real life.
No way. I mean, I'm not playing no GTA mission. I'm not playing no GTA mission guy. No.
Yeah. I'm done, man. Unless EQ got something else to say.
No, I'm done.
Well, we all appreciate y'all coming through, man. Me, EQ, appreciate all of y'all coming through, watching Rush Hour podcast on Lakers World Order Empire. We appreciate all of y'all that showed up and shared the conversation. Special shout outs to all the members. Also, a special shout out to DJ Lakers in 5. He's the top donor of the channel. Shout out to all the moderators, man. Shout out to all the haters. Shout out to EQ. Half of the reason why Rush Hour exists. Shout out to EQ and his notebook. It's like the most detailed show we ever had. We was over here like GMs, man. So we had to put our thinking cap on for this episode. But yeah, man. Until then, peace out. We love y'all, and yeah, man, have a great one.
Rush Hour Podcast. Lakers World Order. Eric Kwan and Angry Lakers Fan.